Hello, everybody. My hair is ah should have
Unfortunate.
should have gotten a comb or something. Oh well.
The word of the day is unfortunate.
Yeah. Look at that thing that's happening on the side of my head. So, yeah, RWBY, episode 4.
Mhm.
Um, like it's that side, but not on this side, so it looks. Yeah.
I got the
So
lollipop.
okay. So yeah, episode 4. This is basically a Yang episode mostly.
Yeah. So we open on Yang, right on her motorcycle
I
with,
like I like how Bandit Guy, who is riding bitch, is just completely leaned right the way back on the bike and has
yeah,
elected not to maybe try and grab her around the middle. I would give him credit for his self-preservation instincts. We're not for what happens next. So
yeah. So he's like, yeah, right about here is good, and so he gets off. He's like, I'm gonna just go, scout ahead, and she's like, fine. So he runs off, and then he comes back with all
she
his
also
band.
has a look while he says, "I'm just gonna go over here for a minute now. Bye." She just goes, yeah, okay. How dumb do you think I am? Which I like. Like she acknowledges, yeah, he's
Yeah.
about to try and do something stupid.
Shot gets fired at her, which she deflects with her robot arm, and he has all his little posse
Mm-hmm.
gathered up, and he's like, well, here's how it's gonna work. We're gonna take your bike, and we're gonna, pay you back for that tooth that you knocked out. Gonna
Mm.
beat you up, and she's just like getting ready, like shot
So,
gauntlet on, arm ready.
is this everybody? He's like, yeah, and everyone back at the camp. Camp,
Back that
and that
way.
way?
He's like, that way, yeah,
That way?
okay.
Good to know. Thanks.
So Yang beats him down.
Yeah, it's not even like a competition. It's just not even a contest. It's just
Yeah. It's not like Yang necessarily got like a training arc or a power boost. She's just always been really strong.
well, she did have a training arc technically. She
Well,
spent
it was like it
like
was
4 months
not.
training with what's his name, Ty.
Yeah, but was it 4 months? It was
I don't
more
know
like
what
a few
season it
days.
is, but she was in the house from like autumn to spring at the very least.
Yeah, but I don't think she actually made any training or progress until like for like a few days.
Hmm.
Because most of the time she was just moping. So
Yeah, and then they did do some training, and Ty apparently decided, yeah, okay, you're fine, and off she
yeah,
goes.
I took that as more as just getting her back into shape though. So
Not really, because there was the whole scene of him tearing her down for her shitty performance in the tournament.
yeah,
Like, you basically had a temper tantrum, and that's how you won all your fights. Yeah,
interesting to note, she is calm here.
yeah, completely so. And then the fight ends, and she has a bit of a shake hand thing going on from stress, and I can relate. It sucks. It's really annoying and disconcerting.
So yeah.
Not for the same reason, but yeah, I know the feel.
Mhm. So it's like, all right, cool, we're going to your camp.
Mm-hmm. Scene
uh,
change to
cut over to
RWBY and
Ruby
Oscar.
and Oscar doing some hand-to-hand fighting.
Yeah, and Ruby's really bad at it, and you can actually kind of tell why. And it's not because she's just, can't do hand to hand. It's she's using a very, very wrong style for her. Because she's using Yang style.
Yeah.
She does not have the physique to do Yang style.
No, she's trying those punches and it's just not really working.
It's all very head on, and she should not be doing that. It should be more redirecting other people's force than using her own.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's the kind of thing where if she wanted power, she'd be better off focusing on kicks more than punches.
Possibly, yeah. So they have a sparring match, her and Oscar, and she beats him because it's Oscar and he doesn't know how to do shit. But
Well, he punches
holding
her.
his
He
own a
punches her.
little bit.
He he's actually doing pretty well, but then he punches her in the face, and she's like, Alex, like, oh, I'm sorry, and she just knocks him out.
Mm.
And so then Osmond's like, yeah, no,
How about I step in for a
yeah, I'm
moment?
gonna do this now. And then proceeds to beat the crap out of Ruby.
Mm.
Which, yeah, Osmond can do it.
Yeah.
Kind of an immortal being with tons and tons of experience.
Yep.
And,
Like, even with a
then
frail
switch.
body, he knows how to fight with a frail body because he's probably done it 100 times at this point.
Yeah, switches back to Oscar, and, Ruby rushes forward. Hey, you okay? He's like, oh, so exhausting.
Mm.
Because his body's still not really used to that amount of effort being put out.
Yep, and then Ren gets to be exposition machine. You'll get used to it, essentially, but he says it in flowery terms.
Yeah. I was surprised Ren spoke, to be honest.
Yeah, he didn't really contribute anything besides that couple of lines of exposition of things that we already knew. So,
Yeah. Flash over.
oh, we get a bit of talk about semblances and how...
Oh, yeah, how they got their semblances.
Yeah, that Oscar's apparently hasn't displayed itself yet because he's very, very new, and possibly Ozpin's just doesn't necessarily transfer over every time,
Yeah.
which could be interesting.
I'd imagine that, though, since he says, like, his spirit seeks out like-minded individuals,
Yeah,
it
it would be the same or very, very similar.
Yeah, similar semblances because it tends to come from personality.
Yeah. Which they do discuss that it's personality. And I literally just, yes, when
Yeah.
they confirmed what Ren's semblance was and that it hides emotions, I was like, yes, totally called it on the first goddamn day that they showed it. Yeah, who the man, yeah.
Yeah. Ruby's like, I unlocked mine during training. Nora's like, yeah, I was struck by lightning and I didn't die.
So that was cool.
Yeah, that was a fun Tuesday.
And John is here. Hi, John. How's it going?
Don't worry, you'll still get your semblance at one point. So, yeah, we the writers have not forgotten about you.
Mr. Other main character.
But now you can relate to Oscar because you both don't have a semblance.
Yeah. So, scene change again to camp, bandit camp.
Mm-hmm.
And Yang is getting led through by the posse of people that she just beat up. And everyone's taking notice of her, and by taking notice I mean being completely distracted so that Weiss can start trying to saw her way out again with the knife, and just got
Little night boy.
Yeah.
So cute.
I like him. He's cool.
And it's funny, you see, she's followed by the posse, and they all have these huge bruises all over them. And she
gets led to the center of camp and the main tent where Raven is. She comes out and she's like, "Sup? Good job," and such. You finally showed up.
Yeah. Raven speaks loud for the crowd to hear. You have, through great determination, found me. Good job. Now, I will answer any questions that you need, and we'll even have you can stay for the night. We'll make some food. It'll be great. And
trying to make a bit of a show of it, and Yang is just not in the mood.
Yang's like, no, I'm only here for a ride. And I was like, yes.
I can't tell whether this plan is smart or stupid. To be clear, the plan is Yang had Raven's semblance explained to her. She can make portals to people that she cares about. She marked Yang, she marked Tai Yang, I believe, and Crow. So since Ruby is with Crow, Raven can teleport Yang to Crow, who will know where Ruby is.
And that would be much faster than trying to bet on Ruby already making it to Mistral. Because Ruby has a history of running into problems. Just
in theory, yes. I would argue there is a little bit of that selfishness still that pushed her maybe in this direction rather than just going straight to Mistral. I mean,
Yeah,
Mistral also has, like, they would know an extent of stuff that's going on in the air. Well, you would hope, but recent episodes, like
there is. I would
previous
say.
season, would
I would
suggest
say
otherwise.
there's a bit of she wants to see her mother a little bit,
Yeah,
but at the same time, like her mom could get her instantly to where Ruby is.
in
Uh,
theory. After convincing her to do so, when everyone has told her does whatever the fuck she wants and doesn't give a shit about you, so
yeah,
it's a bit of a wishful thinking in that sense. But yeah, it wasn't entirely out of selfishness that she decided to go this way instead of that way.
yeah, and we said before that we could discuss a lot of things about Yang's character once we learn more about what her motivations were for coming here.
Mm.
This does put an interesting spin on it. I don't think Yang necessarily thought this through as much as she should have.
But that's what Yang does.
That's what Yang does. So, Raven's like, okay, no, I'm not going there. He's probably with Ozpin. Like, you shouldn't trust them. You shouldn't trust Ozpin. You don't know what he is. I know what he is. Okay? And
yeah.
Yang's like, just take me there, please. And we're family. Come on. To which Raven's eventually just like, yeah, whatever. Just take her away. And
at this point, Yang gets a little bit hostile. And
yeah.
is sort of somewhat surrounded by other bandits. And it's like, okay, let's do this. And one of them decides to get a bit big for his britches and attacks her. She responds in kind and punches him through a tent.
Which falls and reveals Weiss is right over there. It's like,
hey, haven't seen you in a while. How's it going?
Yang? Weiss? Oh, well, screw subtlety now.
Yep.
And then little soldier guy grows. Yeah. Grows up and he's now like 2-story tall Titan right there.
Yep.
And she runs to the center to meet up with Yang. And she's like, what are you doing here? It's like, well, that's my mom. Your mom kidnapped me? My mom kidnapped you?
Yeah, and they have a bit of a 3-point defense thing going on with the knight and those two just facing outwards. And
they start to move, but then lightning strike. Because there's a maiden here.
She's there, and she's getting a bit tetchy, basically.
And Raven realizes this could be a problem, and she's just like,
this is getting a little out of hand. Fine, let's have a conversation in the tent.
Give her sword back. Well, but just do it. Throws Weiss's sword back. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys what's wrong with Ozpin and everything. You guys need to know the truth so you can understand what I'm trying to explain to you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the episode ends.
Ish. There's a conversation that goes on with Yang and Weiss, and it's like, hey, they hug and everything, and it's a nice moment. And the knight is just kind of standing in the background, and it kind of makes me want to do an abridged series just so I can have him just go like, so should I disappear now?
Oh, awkward. Just vanishes.
This is a little I mean, awkward. I'm happy for you and all, but I could kind of do it. I'm just gonna go. Okay, I'm just gonna go. All right. Freaking weird.
Yeah. It was nice to see that we don't often necessarily see Yang and Weiss interact.
Not really, no. It's the other two that pair up with those two.
So I actually really like how this is going, because Yang and Weiss as a team isn't something we've really seen in
not really, no,
previous seasons. And same with we've seen a little bit of Blake and Ruby, but if Blake and Ruby ends up teaming up, I'd like to see how their dynamics have necessarily changed. So
yeah,
I'm really interested.
I think Blake is still just going to stay completely on the outside of this season, and the other three are going to be top.
I really am interested to see what Raven has to say about Ozpin. But I have a feeling it's just going to be, oh, he won't, he's kind of insane towards his cause more than anything.
Disenchanted misanthropes basically is going to be the whole thing that she has. And it's like, oh, he's so gung ho about fighting the good fight and everything. He doesn't care who he sacrifices along the way, which is basically the job of huntsmen and huntresses. That's what they do, is they protect people and sacrifice themselves to do so. Like, you went to a huntsman academy. I don't know what you were expecting, champ.
Like, if there's something more there, then if there's something more that makes sense, at least, I'd be very interested in that. Yeah. But I get the feeling it's just going to be, he puts his cause, his fight, above others. So,
yeah, it's going to be a case of he puts his cause above others, and the obvious response is his cause is to put others above yourselves. Which, that's what huntsmen and huntresses do. They put others above themselves, and Ozpin expects them to do that because that's their fucking job. So being mad at him for doing that is kind of stupid. And
I get the feeling it's going to be like, I don't want you to go back to Crow and Ozpin or whatever, because they will sacrifice you for their cause, is essentially what I think Raven's thinking. So.
I mean, thus the implication is Raven wasn't willing to make that sacrifice herself, which, fair enough, that's her choice. And also, kind of fair enough, not wanting her daughter to make that choice. But then we have the obvious circumstance of, hey, maybe you don't get to make choices for your child when you abandon them. So
yeah, when you abandon them.
Same. So
yeah,
good episode though.
Yeah,
it meant that Yang took a slightly different, but not entirely different direction to what I thought earlier when we first got revealed that, hey, she's going to Raven.
It's a middle ground that leaves room for... It still leaves room for character development. But it doesn't make Yang seem completely unlikable.
I didn't consider her entirely unlikable before, but just demonstrably very selfish and thus very flawed, which is not a bad thing to have about a character. Still remains true. You want flaws to be a character.
This is like... I like it as more of a middle ground as opposed to going one way or the other, absolutely.
Okay.
And yeah.
Anything else?
I liked the short bit where we got to learn about the semblances a little bit more. Especially with how it does, definitively tie into personality. Because, as you know, I am writing a bit of a RWBY thing.
Yeah.
So it works.
And it makes the supposition about heredity and such things more circumstantial than just that's how it works. Like, there was a thing about, hey, you're going to probably have a similar power to your parents. That's more because, like, father like daughter, or like mother like daughter, or whatever, you're going to be like somewhat like your parents.
Because you look up to them and you try to emulate them.
Yeah. More than it's just based on blood. Like, that... Though that does raise questions about the Schnee semblance thing. Because theirs is straight up hereditary, as far as we can tell.
I'm guessing it's more like they condition the children to get that semblance. I don't know.
Could be. I mean, like, Winter and Weiss have literally the same semblance, is what I'm saying. So
yeah. But Weiss does look up to Winter a lot, so maybe she just wanted the same semblance.
Yeah.
And tried to emulate her. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's still a lot we don't know. But it was an interesting little bit.
It's entirely possible that the next thing is going to be a World of Remnant. So I don't know whether we're going to do that as a review. It's possible. We might do something a little different. I don't know what we would do, but we'll think about it.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching. This
Ooh,
was a...
I have an idea.
Okay.
That jerk Mosako does like a what if thing when there's no new episode to review for Dragon Ball. To be clear, I'm being facetious when I call him a jerk.
He's being lovingly facetious.
Yeah, but we could totally do that. It's just like workshop an idea for like, what if this happened?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Like, we both do that as just a hobby and have done for several years, so...
Yeah, we could easily just change it around.
Yeah.
Of what if this event didn't happen? We did have a big conversation about what would happen if the whole thing with Pyrrha went differently.
I don't remember that. But
If Cinder's plan had failed, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a thing we could do. We'll see about that.
We'll see about that.
See if they do a World of Remnant. Like, they might not do one because they've done a lot on different elements of the world. They might not feel the need to anymore. We'll see how it goes.
For now?
So, yeah. For now.
Good episode. We'll see you guys next time. Yeah.
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 Totally right. I was totally fucking right, you guys. Yeah. Awesome. I'm proud of me. Shut up.